Hello. I'm almost ready. Alright, I think I'm ready. Right? I'm ready. Yep, I'm ready. Yes, I'm totally ready. Okay. Takes me a while sometimes. Alright, where am I? Are you ready? Alright, let's see what's going on. I've got money, but not enough to level up, so I think maybe I'll kill some stuff, level up, and then do something proper. How do you feel about that? Do you like that idea? Alright, let me begin by offering my services. People can summon me. Let's see what happens. So by touching this, if you're not familiar with the game, other people can summon me. And what I like about that is I go into their world, and if I die in their world, I'm still alive here. What else do I like? Oh, the only problem is if someone summons me to fight a boss. In that case, I don't make any money unless the boss dies. Probably not gonna happen with me fighting the boss. I'm being summoned into another world. I don't know if I should use my double daggers. I started playing around with these two daggers. Oh, this is not a bad place. Could probably make some money here.
Hey!
Ooh, cliff. Hey Carlos, I only read part of your message. Dead. What did you write? Well, the one from 3 years ago was very long. I re-edited Dick NATO. It came out earlier this year. Much better. I'm an idiot. That was a good place for me to make money and I fell. Told you I suck. Well, I don't sell movies. You can get it on Amazon. Stuff like that. The only time I sell movies is if I'm in a horror convention or if I have a Kickstarter for something. But I appreciate the gesture. But the re-edit really is worth it. Because instead of 3 hours, it's, I think, 80 minutes. But it has 2 hours of behind the scenes. So even if you don't watch the re-edit, just the bonus content is worth watching. Or the boner content. I wonder if I should kill some people. It's about timing. Wait for them to leave. Look, I'm being sneaky. There's a guy over here. I'm going to stab him in the ass. One dead. I remember giving out Dignados. I think it was just in a paper sleeve, right? But that was the wrong movie to give out. Like, that's not a first-time Beelzebub movie. You should watch something else and ease into that. But I wasn't thinking straight. I make many mistakes. Holy crap, that guy hit me. That guy hit me too. They almost killed me. I underestimated them. Is he... Was that a bow? I don't need a bow. That wasn't satisfying. That's satisfying. More to kill. That's a rude way to wake up. What's going on here? Slap, 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 slap. I'm waiting for someone to summon me and waiting to make enough money to level up. And then I'll go on a proper adventure. Oh, how I love stabbing people in the ass. wasn't on a podcast. I thought it was half an hour. I think it was 3 hours. Oh, I'm being summoned into another world. I don't know if you can tell this about me, but I talk too much. Way too much. And if you saw the original Killer Kitty Cat video, oh yeah, so you watched the skits that I post on YouTube? That cat died. Maybe this big head helmet suits me. Greetings, Vlad. How is you? I'm gonna switch weapon. I'm gonna use that one. Why I'm holding such a small sword with 2 hands, I don't know. It's like, imagine for breakfast you eat Lucky Charms, hold a spoon with 2 hands. That's what this feels like. Vlad, did you see the re-edit of Dicknado, or is that one of the things that you promise yourself you'll watch and you just never do? I just need $60,000 more. And do you prefer the re-edit to the original? You like the original? Really? I'm surprised because you have such a short attention span. Like all that dialogue, especially with me talking. I might have enough money after this to level up. I just have to not die. Fuck! Stop it! Oh, either I'm wimpy or these guys are very tough. I think they want to fight a magma worm. Or one of them does. I don't. I'll just watch. Change your mind, guys? I would. I don't want to fight that thing. Why are we waiting? Follow the host. The host is the guy who summoned us. So all of us are real people. Although we look differently in the game. For instance, I'm much more handsome in real life than I am This is how you do it. That's like me standing behind someone or sitting in a car behind someone who doesn't realize that the light turned green. Beep. I do remember one time a car I drove, this is a long time ago, died at the light, and the car behind me beeped, and my date gave a middle finger. The car behind me was a cop. They don't like that. Oh, where are my manners? I didn't put the light on. Alright, so the douchebag who summoned us did not follow us down here. So I'll give him a minute. Then I'll just leave. But I can answer your questions. Surely you have questions. Oh, there he goes. I'm going to call him Wrong Way Jose. Dispense with the drama, just go in. Gotta take my time. I forgot to take a sip. I always like to take a sip before I fight a boss. Delicious. What's that music? That's nice music. I am not. Hello, skin fetish. Did he? Alright, he killed a douchebag, but I was not the douchebag who died. But I'm the douchebag who will die. Right, let me switch. Let me try this. Well, he killed the host, that means I'm dying too. I tried. Okay, how much money do I need to level up? I need 256. I should be able to get that on my own. Just beating people up. Look at all the people I killed. I don't feel any remorse. Am I sick? There's also one of my victims. Vlad, you probably want me to fight a dragon, right? I'll offer my services again. Someone can summon me and benefit immensely from my help. In the meantime, I'm gonna beat some people up. And I'm gonna stab this guy in the ass. I've already fought the main boss of this area. I'm just here for giggles. Oh, thanks, Skin Fetish. Holy crap, all the crayon. I'm going to re-edit Loving a Vegetable. I'm going to re-edit a lot of movies, but that's one of them on the list. I don't want to be here. See, the boss here is a pain in the asshole. Difficult. Low chance of me surviving this, but it takes a long time. So I'm just going to be a rodeo clown in this. Not going to help at all. No, I'm going to try it. It's just that if this boss hurts you, vampirically, whatever I get hurt, she heals of herself. Skin, do you have a Blu-ray player? I'm great at this game. Oh, she's almost dead. These guys are good. And it appears that I'm helping, right? The blonde in Loving a Vegetable was supposed to be in Dick Shark, and then Aaron Brown took her role. Young people have they have Blu-ray players, or they have PlayStations and Xboxes that can play discs. Ooh, ooh. I'm gonna look concerned. Oh, are you okay? Believe it or not, this is just phase 1. Ooh, look at that nasty lady. Same tactic, I'm going to pretend that I'm involved. Well, anyway, she went under the name Vanna Blondell, and that is why when Erin played her character, the character's name was still Vanna in the movie. If you like trivia. Maybe it's good that Vanna was not in Dick Shark, because I developed cravings to ask her hand in marriage. I wouldn't have asked. One of the reasons is that she had a boyfriend at the time. Alright, how much money do I have? Let me try that again. But yeah, I remember when I first worked with the blonde Vanna Blondell, it was for Holocaust Cannibal. And her portfolio was nothing like the way she looked in real life. And I hired her, not really reluctantly, because I liked the spirit. So I was in New Jersey at the time, she was in Pennsylvania. And when she showed up, and then when she disrobed to a G-string, I almost had to excuse myself. It's very hard working with her. The rule is, if I'm attracted to the model or actress or any woman in the movie in real life, I can never have a makeout scene or any kind of physical scene with her, because that's like cheating. It's like instead of killing her boyfriend and forcing her to marry me, I do the easy thing by just having sex with her in a movie. That's cheating. You should do the hard work. Kill the boyfriend and then abduct her and force her to be my wife. That takes work. I don't know if it's obvious that I'm sarcastic. Can you tell I'm joking? But it is a question I get asked often, like how many of the actresses I've had sex with or whatever. And when I say none, people are like, yeah, right. And then it occurred to me that the people asking me have probably never talked to an attractive girl unless it was the arresting officer or something. Like, just naturally, they don't talk to attractive women. And I'm not saying that I'm a gigolo or anything, but because I'm constantly surrounded by them, like, it's not like, oh, I better do something now. I have a chance. But I do know indie directors who have not observed that rule. That is correct, Skin. And I got tired of being asked the question, like, how many actresses I slept with, and when I say no, like, no. When I interview actresses, like, if you go on the... Well, you're obviously on my YouTube channel right now. I ask the actresses to insult me as much as possible. And to talk about how disgusting the notion of even looking at me is. So, but it's also extremely comical. Because think about it. Like, if Joe Nobody made a movie, I'm referring to myself, Joe Nobody. And then the bonus is, like, you get to see the cast interviews. And the cast are talking about how great the director is. I think it's better for them to insult the director. And also, the interviews are not about them promoting the movie. It's about them promoting themselves. Because I want you to be a fan of the cast, not a fan of me. Well, of course, I would like you to be a fan of me, but... I think there are people alive in that room. Should I be afraid? Some people hate the dialogue in my movies. Absolutely cannot stand the dialogue in my movies. And I do understand in some cases why. But the guy who was in Loving a Vegetable, he's been in several other of my movies as a serial killer, a serial rapist. And each movie is its own movie. But I told him when we began that a bit of trivia is I write each movie as if he's the same guy in each movie. So he could have gone from that movie into this movie or from a previous movie. So those are the writing rules I give myself. And I might film with him in October in a new movie called Dr. Bondage. I also want to make a comedy about the making of a bad movie in which he and I are enemies. The problem is that Well, there are many new films. Like I just finished a serial rapist, serial killer movie called "Don't Get in the Car," or "Don't Get in That Car." But I might film some more characters for it. Fuck. Stop attacking me. How much more do I need? Not much more. I can level up and then go on an adventure. By the way, sometimes I talk about my attitudes about streaming, and I don't mean to offend people who support me, who only watch my stuff through streaming. But you know, a Blu-ray player is only $30, right? And then if you get a Blu-ray player, you can watch the uncut versions of my movies. Streaming versions are censored, sometimes very heavily, and sometimes just rejected outright by the platform. But a while ago, I made a Pagan Metal, a documentary. And today, I got a notice. Hey, we're going to remove it from Tubi because it has nudity. Appreciate it. Alright, what am I doing? Do I have enough to level up? Probably not. No, I just have to stab more people in the ass. Then I'll be ready. But coming up, as far as new titles, we have Don't Get in That Car. Then a very long one. So if you like long movies and dialogue, The King of Metal Has Died, which might be 4 hours long. I don't think that excites anyone too much. We have Stabbed in the Ass, which happened because of this game. Then there's a rape revenge parody called I Squirt on Your Grave, in which an ugly guy gets raped by hot women and left for dead, because that's all the rape revenge movies. You know, woman is like attacked and then left for dead, but she doesn't die, and she comes back and she takes revenge. So I'm making a parody of that as a male who gets raped by beautiful women, and that just can't stand. And then Sleepaway Concentration Camp. The problem is I've begun filming all of these, and I wonder, why didn't I just finish like one at a time? Money, that's why. So when I have a Kickstarter for a re-edit, like I just had one for a re-edit of Santa Claus Serial Rapist, that money went toward filming in New Jersey a couple of weeks ago, in New York State. And it's idiotic, but the Stabbed in the Ass and I Squirt on Your Grave are super expensive. Like, these are real effects. Rated aardvark. Do you know how sad I was? I thought I was clever, like rated aardvark for Ant Farm Dickhole. But aardvarks don't eat ants. Anteaters eat ants. Look it up. See, I research my scripts. When I write a script, I research. Level up. That'll do, pig. Alright, where do I go? I'm gonna go somewhere good. Somewhere where I get my ass kicked. See, I can go here and not care at all if I get killed because I've got no money. That is the consequence of death in this game. You just lose your money. I guess that happens in real life too. Let me go my horsey. I've got hiccups. Hello, everybody. They didn't say hi back. Rude. Very rude people. Okay, I'm going up here because I believe there's a map up here. Ooh, treasure! I'm a treasure whore. I made a skit a long time ago called Jack-O-Lantern Pie. There's a Halloween party, and before the party, this guy talks about how delicious his slice of pumpkin pie is. And his girlfriend tells him that it was made from a jack-o'-lantern. He said, jack-o'-lantern? Everyone knows jack-o'-lanterns are evil, and you fed one to me? And so, for the rest of the skit, whenever the lights go out, his eyes light up like a jack-o'-lantern, and he tries to kill people. The original duration of that was 35 minutes, and I think on YouTube there's like a 5-minute version. But the reason I point that out is I was asked, could I make a movie without any nudity or offending anybody? And I thought, maybe I could develop that into a full feature. Skin fetish, the other thing about owning physical media is when my movies go out of circulation, they drastically increase in value. Like, I know someone who paid a fan, I don't know him personally, but he paid $700, and I thought, man, you should have just emailed me. I'll just charge you $6.99. Joking. Alright, what do I do here? Do I just rest? Alright, let me take a look at this map, now that I can see where I am. Oh, thanks, Skin Fetish. Have you ever participated in one of my Kickstarters? I don't think there's a reason for me to go all the way here. Can't justify it. I forgot how to get over here. Let's see if I just travel north. That was role-playing. Oh wait, I think I know. I don't know. Alright, let me just blindly go places, see what happens. That ball over there shoots lightning. It's very annoying. Ooh, he didn't shoot lightning at me. I guess I shamed him into not shooting me with lightning. Oh! I don't want to go down here. Well, anyway, the movie that I mentioned, Don't Get in That Car, that might be the next Kickstarter. I just have to be careful how I present movies now, because the old Kickstarter, like, we don't tell filmmakers what to do and what not to do. And then they deleted my re-edit of Disgruntled Employee, which is called The Creepy Janitor. Oh, sorry, but we have investors and they look at the site. That's really what happens. You know, things get big, they get corporate and shitty. And then you have to look for somebody else. Shittiness. So if you ever find something that's friendly to indie movies, it's not going to last. There's a film festival, I won't say the name, but it was big. They played my movie Ass Monster, and then the next year, I'm sorry, a couple of years later, I presented another movie to them, and they said, oh no, we can't. The reason is they became very big, had corporate money, no longer indie friendly. I won't say the name because I'm grateful for them having played my movie the first time. So once they were good, then they changed. Oh, you've changed. I don't like you now. Oh! That was a big hand. It's dark here. That was role-playing. Oh, it's dark in here. Can I get out of here this way? You see, I fell down. I shouldn't be here. Oh, that was not hard. Neither was my dick. I'm sorry, I was just practicing being vulgar because I'm out of practice. I haven't been vulgar in a while. Alright. Wait a minute. I don't know what I'm doing now. Was I meant to fall down? Regardless, I'll just explore the rest of this and then... Ooh, treasure! Very easily distracted. Not sure if I like that. Yes, that is correct. George Corpse Grinder. Oh, he was also in Quantum Leap of Faith. He made a couple of cameos in my movies. Very funny person. You just made me remember there was a time when I thought about... Thank you. I thought about making a movie with death metal celebrities. I don't know why that fizzed out. I'm not saying it would have been good, but it would have been fun. Well, I know George would have been great no matter what the role. Who else did I have in mind? I had a bunch of people in mind. That's what happens when you put things off. They just don't get done. I don't know how I escaped that, but that was randomness. That was not skill. I did not deftly evade the lightning. That was not me. Well, the other thing is, let me give you an example. Vlad wanted me to make a Bill Cosby movie with me as Bill Cosby. And there were a couple of funny ideas for it, but I didn't make the movie. Well, Vlad was supposed to fund it, so I blame him. But the other thing is, there was no other joke. So you can't make a movie just on 2 jokes. Or I can, like, if I sat down, like, let's see what else I can do. But when I made Ant Farm Dickhole, I wrote more notes for it than I used in the movie. Like, the ideas just kept coming and coming and coming. But for, like, the Bill Cosby movie, yeah, it would have been funny, but what else? So I think the same thing happened with the filming with death metal celebrities. That... Sorry. This is very scary. That I had the okay, but I didn't have a script. And I probably was working on other things at the time. So I thought I'll get back to this. So even Dick Shark, I didn't make for years. So I remember I was at a horror convention, and I wanted to make this girl laugh. She actually ended up being in Dick Shark. But there was something about her laugh, like, I have to make her laugh again. I have to make her laugh again. So I thought, hey, I'm going to make a movie called Dick Shark, and instead of a fin going through the water, it'll be a penis going through the water. And I didn't make that movie because that was the only joke. And then one day it's like, ideas, ideas. Ow, I just sprained my wrist doing that. Ideas. I'm probably going to re-edit Ant Farm Dickhole and have about 2 hours of behind the scenes on the Blu-ray. And if that Kickstarter raises past a certain amount, I'll also refilm Ant Farm Dickhole, and you'll get 2 movies, 2 discs. We'll see. But that movie I made purely for the fun of it. I expected it not to sell at all. So, it was also one of the most fun movies I ever made. Extreme fun making it. Not every movie's like that. Some movies are just work, work, work. Alright. I guess while I dilly-dallied here, I did accomplish some things. I've got hiccups. I'll go here and see if it's possible for me to go this way. You probably want me to go into some kind of dungeon, right? Sorry. She really is a horse. I'm going to, Vlad. I just have to find something. I have to find myself. I'm on a journey. Okay, I fought a dragon here and killed him all by myself. Sometimes I only tell half the truth, but I did participate in the fight. That's as far as I'm going to take it. How do I get down there? I would like to go there. I might get a free ticket to the 70 tons of metal. I just got a text today, so I have to look into that. I'm just tired of having sex to get these favors. Ooh, treasure. Believe it or not, I don't know where I am. I know that's hard to believe. Oh wait, I think I know where I am. Yes, I know where I am. Okay. I don't like where I am, but I know where I am. Boom! You have to look before you leap. If you have never gone to the 70 tons of metal, it's unbelievable. I think I go this way, but I'm not sure. Oh, look at that cute little dragon. Are you alive? I don't think he's alive. I can't afford it either. That's why I'm so happy that I'm getting a courtesy ticket. It seems like I might be able to jump down there, right? How does one get down there? Yeah, thanks for the mist, game. I'd like to see the route. I don't really want to go down there anyway. Alright, I guess Vlad wants me to go into a dungeon, fight a boss or something, right, Vlad? Don't you mean our house? Ooh, maybe this is the way to go. I just have to go there. Alright, let me put a... Can I get there from here? Look, I have to go over there. Okay, I don't know if it's going to be boring for you to see me go here, but I'd like to give it an attempt. Would you mind if I attempt? I'll just do one attempt. Plus, I have to get another bottle. If you mean shed pounds, of course, yeah. Alright, which way do I go? There, this way. How do I... there's gotta be a way, there's gotta be a way. Oh! Lightning ball. Not bolt, lightning ball. Ooh. Alright. One step for mankind. Is this the way? Is it? Ooh, this might be the way. I don't think it's the way, but it might be. Where's the beacon? It's all the way over here. Dead. Oh, I'm not dead. It's not that way. Man, it's all the way... I'm not gonna get to it. Not with that attitude. Oh, this might be the way. Okay, I don't think I was here. I was here. Alright, now what? This way, right? Why? Okay, I was not here. Because there's a treasure here. If I were here, this treasure would not be here. Because I gobbled up all the treasure. Is it here that I go? Oh, it's... Ooh! Brains. Found it. I'm not going to go in there. I just wanted to know how to get here. Got it. Thank you for believing in me. I'm sure you had no doubt that I'd find this place. Alright, now that I found that, what do I do? I can go this way. That's the way you have to talk. It's this way. And that is east. The compass, or I have to go that way. Not this way, that way. Oh, I've never been in the attic before. Not without handcuffs. Ooh, treasure. Had to take a treasure break. There we go. In real life, would you ever go on a bridge like this? Should I make a horror movie of an axe murderer? Wait, I just realized I already did that. Where the murderer keeps asking, can I axe you a question? Vlad, don't threaten to do stuff like that. It's not nice. I'm preparing music for my radio show this Thursday. And I want to play some songs, but I'm not sure if I played too many of them or I played them too much. But there's a band called Hellsaw, and they have a song called Tryst that I like a lot. I don't think I played it in a while, so I think I'm okay. Alright, there is a fireplace, so okay, good. Vlad, you might get your wish. I'm gonna get my ass kicked. Just a couple of preliminary things. Have you ever heard of Hellsaw? And then I think I have an Asphyx album, like the actual CD, not an MP3. I have to look into that. You should tune into my radio show. You're a slacker. Well, the past few shows I barely spoke, so that's more reason for you to watch. I'm sorry, listen. This is just a necessary thing to do. Don't mind me. Then I want to make sure, do I really go into this dungeon?
Well, I indeed. It is a Finland day. Allow me to. It is said once fate. I only wish to help the adults who are of. Here, I've given you all my time.
Jesse, I will put the URL. It's, if you want to listen live, it's Thursdays, noon till 3 New York time. Let me give you the link. And then I'll do something even better than that. Alright, so that's the link if you want to tune in live. And then I'll give you the page of the past radio shows where you can tune in at your leisure. They're archives. Sometimes I talk, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I go more toward power metal, sometimes I go toward doom. It should really be a mix, but sometimes I get caught. And the reason I don't talk is just like, oh, I'll talk next song. This is too good. That's what happens when I play what I like. Give me a second. Wait, one more link coming. Here we go. Second link. Yeah, and sometimes I play only new stuff, like what comes out that week or what's coming up in a couple of weeks. It seems that the shows that have the most amount of, I don't know if praise is the word, is if I mix, like known with new or known with obscure. I also play new wave on my metal show.
I've never wearing a couple you.
Nothing beats wearing a Duran Duran shirt at a metal show.
nothing more to say.
She dismissed me. Thanks, Jesse. Well, it doesn't matter whether you listen live. Well, like if you listen live, you can participate on the playlist. Just like right now, you're watching live, so you can participate in the chat. I guess the advantage of listening live is you can ask like, "Hey, can you play this song I like?" I say, "No, just trust in my choices." Scratch that. You can just say like, "Dude, this song sucks. Don't play it again." Alright. I can give you links to my Professor Dum Dum show, but I think you can Google Professor Dum Dum and WFMU and you can come upon the same page. With Professor Dum Dum, as a character, I ask people to call up. So it's part music and part people calling up. And the best is when people call up angry. Like, how do you not know that's a character I'm playing? There was this other DJ on the radio station who filled in, and he filled on a show that was I think almost all talk, and they also invited listeners to call, and they put the listeners on the air. And so there's 3 people who filled in. One of them was the straight lady, where no matter how absurd the show became, she acted as if it's all normal. And one guy was the interviewer, and he tried to play it straight. And then the third guy pretended that he was a veterinarian. And so for the first 10 minutes of the radio show, they told everyone, like, this is a joke. I'm not a veterinarian, blah, blah, blah. And they said that people are always flipping the dial. This is before, like, satellite radio and all that stuff. Or if you were like me, just play your own fucking CDs. Don't listen to radio. But, so the guy playing the veterinarian, the gag was that when people called up about the ailments of their pets, the answer was always to put it down. So, you know, there was this call about a puppy, and the fake veterinarian asked, how old is the puppy? Like, only 6 months old. Like, oh, see, for that breed, that's too long. You're cruelly extending the life of that breed. You have to put that dog down. And so all of that was funny. Not really in the people who understood the joke or that knew that it was a joke. It was a joke broadcast. But the people who called up furious. And one of the people who called up was a veterinarian. And he asked all these questions. And then he promised to report the veterinarian on the show. It was just... That was the first time I listened to radio as I was driving, and I had to pull over. I could not stop laughing. Then this other guy from the radio station, he had a show where it's 100% call-in. So it's just like he gives a topic and people call in, and every single caller swore. And so at the time, the FCC... did not fine people or radio stations if your callers swore, but you had to hang up on them. And anyway, why am I talking about something that you could find for yourself? I don't know the links to those shows, but that radio station had some of the best comedic broadcasts I've ever heard. Very funny. Okay, what I'm going to do now is, of course, get killed constantly, because I'm a bad player. But I'm going to summon real people to help me. But before I do, I hope you don't mind if I get another bottle. Vlad's going to say, no, you can't. But Vlad has no power on this broadcast. Do any of you mind? Do you trust that I'll be back in a minute with another bottle? By the way, I was only supposed to be on for a little bit because I have a lot of tasks that I have not completed for today. One of them being preparing for my radio show. But I was on a podcast and it was 3 hours. So that put a dent in everything today because I thought, like, man, they're going to get tired of me in like 20 minutes. It felt like 20 minutes, but it was 3 hours. I just wonder I wonder how listenable that podcast will be. But because of losing 2 hours, I thought, well, I'm going to come on anyway, just as a maintenance broadcast. You know, let people know, like, hey, I'm alive, I'll answer your questions. But I just don't have the mental strength to edit any more video footage for today. So I'm going to play this, get a little drunk, and pick music for my show Thursday. Any Merciful Fate fans? Because I could play some rare stuff for you. I'm going to be back. Did I forget how to talk? I'll be back in about a minute. Stay tuned. I have returned. Okay, I'm going to try to summon people. What Vlad will enjoy about this, if Vlad is still watching, is I'm notoriously bad in this area. So expect failure. Lots of failure. Although I could do things on my own. Cause some trouble and then summon people. But yeah, while I wait, I'll answer your questions. Ask away. What do these things do? Sell spellproof dried liver. Fireproof dried liver. Fireproof pickled liver. Yeah, maybe I'll make some of these. Lightning proof dried liver. Holy proof dried liver. Invigorating cured meat. Dappled cured meat. Invigorating white cured meat. Dappled white cured meat. Pickled turkey neck. Exalted flesh. I don't know why I'm doing this. Oh, summon sign. First volunteer. Unable to summon cooperator. I hate when I'm unable to do something. What's sticking? Are those horns sticking out of the back of my head? And the front of my head? Yeah, I just remembered in Ass Monster, there was this guy, Ed, who slapped me. And he slapped me hard because I thought, you know, it's not going to be funny if you just like, But he slapped me that many times because he always messed up. But like, if you know you're gonna mess up, why would you still slap me? And by meaning hard, every time he slapped me, I saw lightning or a white flash. So, so I said, you know, this is an independent film. It's not going to be funny unless you really slap me. Over and over again. And then when I made the movie Spooked, I said, oh, you get to slap me again. Except this time I had a helmet on. And the first slap, he hit me hard and he hurt his hand. Like, we gotta do it again. Sorry. Oh, I found out that this character named King Bong Smoothie is going to be at a horror convention where I will be. I haven't seen him in like 3 years. Oh, summon. Is it late? Why am I unable to summon people? Oh, I guess it is late. Or I have to pay attention. Because I think the reason I'm unable to summon them is somebody else scoops them up before I get a chance. Or... is it early? I don't know. Time just blends. But yeah, I had to make a rescheduling for tomorrow. Because I lost a few hours today, so tomorrow... that's okay, because tonight... I want to just end the night just listening to music. It's the way it should be every night. I didn't know that birds eat peanuts. Well, some birds do. I made friends with some blue jays. Actually, seagulls do too, the bigger ones. I was on a boardwalk, ran out of bread, and I'm like, I'm sorry. And there are these squirrels that inhabit the boardwalk. Very friendly. Like, eat out of your hand friendly. And the gulls were squawking. I'm like, man, stop squawking. You don't eat peanuts. And I threw a peanut, and the bird ate shell and everything. I remember thinking, you know, there are some things that in cartoon form look delicious, like when Bugs Bunny ate a carrot. So I want to do that. And then I ate one. I'm like, wow, this is terrible. And even though Bugs Bunny's a cartoon character, I thought, well, you know, rabbits probably don't make chocolate cake and stuff like that, so a carrot might be scrumptious to a rabbit. And then I found out that spinach does not make you strong. You can imagine my surprise facing a bully after eating spinach and then getting my ass kicked. Like, wow, spinach did not... if it has any strength benefits, they're not instantaneous. And then I was very young when I saw Magilla Gorilla. I don't know if you've ever seen Magilla Gorilla, but he made bananas look scrumptious. And I had not had a banana before watching the cartoon. I've seen bananas. They seem like a lot of work. Can you just give me something that's ready to eat? But, Magilla Gorilla ate bananas without peeling them. And that was my first introduction to bananas in real life. Like, wow, this is not tasty at all. I think I'm very easily influenced. Well, there goes one helper. See, some of these jumps are not easy. Okay, it's just the two of us, baby. At least I survived until this point. I usually die well before... oh, we got invaded by an invader. So we're probably gonna get killed. We'll wait here for him. That invader is a real person. By invader, I mean asshole. people who invade are the equivalent of people who are like, "Hey, I heard you have a party." Yeah, you weren't invited. Okay, where's the alcohol? You're not invited. I'm a little. I'm a little gassy. Where's the bathroom? By the way, at the next horror convention, I'm going to wear shorts and a half shirt. Oh, fuck. Misjudged the distance. Oh, I have to write this down. I've been talking about this one shirt for a long time, and I have not created it. I have to stop just talking about it. Give me a second. See, I want to have a t-shirt with a full naked woman's torso. And then instructions. So her naked breasts will not have nipples, and the instructions on the shirt are cut a hole where your nipples are so that your nipples become the shirt's nipples. I wonder if that'll go over. It might be one of those ideas I have that nobody else finds interesting. I wouldn't wear such a shirt. If you want to see my nipples, you have to buy me some drinks first. I can't believe I died. I misjudged the distance. I'm always misjudging things. Wow, the chat is dead. No more questions? Do you want to know my favorite cookie recipe? Ooh. Saw an email. Well, it looks like I'll be hanging out with Charlie D'Angelo on the cruise. Well, not hanging out like all weekend, but I get to chat with him again. And I think have the first normal interview, because every interview I've done with him, I've always thrown a zinger in there, at least one zinger. So I have to tell him, like, don't be on guard this time. Let's just have a nice talk. There's a treasure over there that I'm not sure is worth trying to obtain. Also, part of me flirted with the idea of playing Grand Theft Auto tonight, but my will is spent. I don't know if I have it in me to relearn, oh, how do you play this game? Although that might make for a funnier stream. Where are the brakes? I remember in Grand Theft Auto 4 Vice City, there was a training for how to, well, not how to drive, but I didn't know you could speed and put on your handbrake, and then there's a certain skidding move that you could do. And then the later Grand Theft Autos, the button configuration made it like, man, that sucks. So I'm not sure if I could change button configuration in Grand Theft Auto. But I think of all games to just have no plan. Just go around shooting people, stealing their cars. That's perfect for that. Or even just exploration. I think that was the first game where I just didn't care about any side missions. I just want to explore the world. I found helicopters, planes. It might be fun for that reason. I just hope that the new Grand Theft Auto game that will be released later this year, unless there's some kind of delayed release, I just want to play one character. Because Grand Theft Auto 5, like, oh, now you will play this person. I don't want to. And then you'll play this. No, I don't want to. I really don't want to. Ooh, I heard the noise. There we go. The summon noise. I wonder if I get punished, like if I die too soon after summoning, do I get a timeout like a bad child? I didn't do that on purpose. This reminds me of a mascot head to wear. It's almost like a painting, right? Or a drawing. Oh, I'm unable to summon Cooperator. I'm unable to deal with these unable messages. Where the hell is my Asphyx album? I must have been drunk, because I also have a Mr. Bungle album. I have a Mr. Bungle demo with a song called Evil Satan 666, and it had kazoo in it. Is this the Asphyx? Oh, this is Immolation. Okay. I have Asphyx. If it's not Asphyx, don't break. If it's not fixed, don't break it. In my head, that was funny. It was hilarious. Then I said it. Hey, look at that. There's a puddle and you can see the reflections. Nice, right? See that? I remember when I was a kid, there was big hype about this arcade game, Asteroids. And I wanted to play it. I was not good at it, of course. But I thought, wait a minute. I'm this triangle in space, and when I go off the screen, instead of the screen continuing, I just come out from the bottom of the screen. That's stupid. And then I observed people who just, with one quarter, would play for hours. And I think they had a simple way of playing where they just zoomed up and just kept shooting randomly. Up, up. I thought even if you figure out, like, this is how you play for hours on one quarter, what's the point? But yes, I guess the early arcade games and me not lasting more than a couple of minutes, sexually too, is an indication, Bill, you will never be good at video games. Ever. Ever. Okay, since I'm not probably going to summon somebody, let me do things on my own. There's a treasure I would like to obtain. At least find out what it is. What are you, treasure? Beat you to that punchline. Well, I also have a hard time remembering that when I say something on here, there's a delay. And when you write something, I think there's a delay as well. So this is not real time, but it's better than no time. Alright, now I'm committed. Do I have to go all the way back? Something tells me I'm going to die before I make it back. Let me just look at the map. Do I really have to be here? This is not fun. It might be fun for you, but it's not fun for me. Can I do anything else? Anything else other than this? Alright, since I died, let me do a suicide attempt. Well, not a suicide attempt. In Dark Souls games, you can usually run past everything. So I'm going to see if I can do that. I don't know how much money I lost. I got killed. This guy doesn't know how to take no for an answer. Oh, fuck. Am I jumping from the wrong spot? I don't know what's the problem? Let's try that again. I could try to find a dungeon to go into. If you want to see a dungeon. Oh wait, there was a game that I played with some proficiency. It was Pac-Man. I bought a paperback that said, you know, Pac-Man has these patterns. Try playing with these patterns. And although it did improve... There we go. I just realized, like, wait a minute, I'm not really playing the game. I'm just following these patterns. And so when I played not following the patterns, I didn't last long. So it's a matter of, like, do you want to last long, or do you want to have fun? It was almost like I was a Pac-Man conformist. Just doing what I was supposed to do, or expected to do. I made it in here, but I'm not safe yet. I wonder if he'll just pass by if I hide. Can I just hide? I could see you, but you can't see me. Oh, I made a noise. Did I attract any attention? He's gone, right? Is the coast clear? Is my skin clear? Ooh, he's... Fuck that guy. I did. I don't want to kill bats. I like bats. I thought I was seeing things, but the Batman movie, like Adam West Batman, it's out in 4K. 4K. I don't know why I find that funny, but I do. I'm going to drain the swamp. Wrong side. Oh, that's right. Alright, watch. Draining the swamp. This allows me to drink while you watch. Remember as a kid, when I went to an ocean during low tide, first time I ever experienced low tide, I felt like I was in a forbidden area. Like, so this is what the ocean was hiding. Because, you know, like going for, well, not miles, but going far into what was once deep water and seeing all the things. It reminded me of that. Okay. I guess I go down there, right? I'll fight some things down there. Let's not get too crazy. I've got burping problems. Okay, I shall try to summon some people. So I think there's 2 giant boogers, among other things. Might be a while. But that's okay because I want to drink. Very thirsty. Stretch. Alright, I'm back. One of the giant boogers is over there. I'm not kidding, it's a giant booger. Very tough opponent. In there. It's a giant booger arena. Really? No more questions? I might just go straight into listening to music then. Imagine if I did the stream just listening to music. What? Eerie. I don't want to be too far, because I can only summon people here, and if you don't snap up the summon sign, that's it. Or I could just start a completely new character, and then get my ass kicked by everything around me, if you want to see that. But I think I need a little bit of a break from this game. Not that I'm any better at any other game, but sometimes absence makes the heart grow fonder. Ooh, summon sign. See? Let me say hello. Alright, he just wants to fight immediately, and that's what we shall do. As a courtesy. Yep, he knows that we're gonna fight the booger. He's fine with it. That's a giant booger. I don't know if I did any damage to him. Maybe I should use this weapon instead. Or not. Uh-oh, that impatient dude. Looks like he's dying. Oh no, he healed. Fuck! Bad booger. He killed me. Killed the other guy too. You don't want to get these big boogers angry. They can't handle rage. Should I try again or should I go to a different area? I don't have to fight this booger. I can go somewhere else. So let me see. Just for giggles, I might go somewhere else. Got nothing to lose. Oh. Still feels like I'm wearing a mascot's costume. So I was... Wait a minute, I don't want to be here. Fuck. Oh no, big booger. Fighting it by myself. Caught in a mosh. You see, did you enjoy that at least? I feel like I'm not getting through to these people. Alright, I guess I'll play a little bit more and then I'll just go listen to some music for my radio show. Although, it's really for me. What am I doing with a Mr. Bungle record? I should not be able to shop anywhere when drunk. Not disparaging Mr. Bungle, but when I heard the demo, there was a song Evil Satan 666 with Kazoo. I thought, surely, if you ever get signed, I want a studio version of that. It never happened. It's a good song. Wait, I'm not supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be downstairs. Over here. Okay, I'm going to log off here. I'm going to sign into my Twitch channel just to say, hey, I'm alive. And then if that chat's dead, I'm going to leave that. So I truly can't wait to listen to music for my radio show. Let me give you the link in case you're not aware. Okay, that's the link. I'll give it a minute. I'll wait for this beer to digest. Wait, this is almost finished? Such a small bottle for a big mouth. Alright, heading over to Twitch. Maybe I'll see you there.